once again to my channel. I'm Grim Reaper, and today I'm just going to show you where Rocket Island is and the two shipwrecks that you require. Okay, here we go. Obviously for this purpose I have switched on some cheats which will allow me to do this without being pestered by the nasty critters that are out here. So here we go. So basically from here, as you can see, we've got quite a few bits switched on. So we've got some beacons, etc. switched on. So basically from your life pod, it's basically south. So turn this way, as you can see, turn it down, it's almost basically facing south. So away we go. This cage structure, there's some stuff there that you could scan and obtain. So we're going to go straight to Rocket Island. As you can see, I have put some beacons out. I have got a number of beacons out in various locations, but I've only switched on these particular beacons on this video. And as you can see, I'm still playing early access, but I am playing the latest version that we have, which is the one that was released in March 2020. South, and it should bring you pretty much close to this platform, which allows you to get in and out of the water. Climb out, and obviously when you get to Rocket Island, you are aiming, I don't know if you can see it that well, just there between the two bits of rock there. There's a communications tower. You need to go up there to repair that communications tower, and that's why you need the shipwreck salvage. It will tell you what you require when you try to repair it, and then you go off to look for it. So if you were from here on the beach, just before I shoot off down there, you might notice that there is a ship that hasn't fully been implemented into the game yet, that is floating in mid-air. Whatever that's going to be, do not know. If anyone's got any theories, feel free to put them in the comments below. And as we're on the subject of dropping comments below, etc., feel free to click like, subscribe, click that bell and turn on the notifications. That way I can then update you with new videos and with new information about this game and various other games as well, so you can be tuned, so you can stay up to date with my channel, because obviously I will be looking into various games, software and PC builds and some various other bits and pieces. So I'll be always quite happy to look into whatever questions you might throw at me in the comments below. So if there is something that you want to know, or there is something that you like me to find out or test out, or give you perhaps an opinion about it. I also will be running tutorials for various bits of software from Microsoft Office and various other software. So obviously if there's anyone got any questions and they want to know about how to use certain software, they're not sure, they're stuck on something, let me know and I'll see what I can do. Just drop me a comment or get in contact with me in some way or fashion, and I will see what I can do to help you out. Okay, as you can see, it's starting to get dark, and like I said, I have got some cheats on to help me get through to find all these different places and obviously as it's getting dark, I don't want to get it dark because I want you to be able to see perfectly clearly where I'm going, so I'm going to keep it in day. Okay, so shipwreck number 1 is down there. As you can see, it's not quite east, it's one click off at east, one click nearer southeast than actual true east from this point on the island. So we jump in the water and start swimming out. Our sea glide. Oh, wrong way. That's better. Our sea glide, and away we go. We'll head out to there. And these are the nasty little critters I'm on about. There's a hidden crocodile there. As you can see, it's totally ignored me. Head out to this one. Like I said, it's just not quite true east, it's just a little bit more east. There's some more critters. Okay, getting closer now. Just on top of these rocks here. Side. Right, see the light. There's purple haze coming over. I'll show you exactly what that means in a moment. Okay, here we go. Diving down now towards the shipwreck. Because it's just down here. It's there, so basically follow that line. East or just off at east, it brings you on the correct side that you need to be for the entrance. I'll show you exactly where the entrance is in a moment. I'm just going to turn around this way and face this direction along the crevice there, and you'll see that there is something down there. This is why I'm having all this haze. There is, as you can see, precursor stuff just down here. And also, as I swam over in that line that I swam over, there was other stuff to do with our terror factors in there, things that you can scan to obtain various things for your sea truck, and various other bits and pieces that we need to make. So here we go, inside here. This is the entrance that you want. There's my beacon. I'll set out stuff on the side there. Oh, come on. There we go. Now, when you come here, I suggest you bring some supplies with you. Some of your supplies might be some light sticks, would be a good idea for one, because it can be a bit dark, so you can light up your way to help you, not just your torch. And obviously food, water. Your sea truck will be parked out there to help you get air, but maybe a spare tank might be a good idea as well. So I'm going to switch over to my torch now, so I can light it up so I can show you exactly where to go. And obviously you need your laser cutter when you come down here. So obviously you come down this corridor, there's various bits and pieces in here, as you can see. Batteries and God knows what else in here, in the containers that you can open. Anyway, turn right and come into here. So obviously you can see where I've cut it open. Cut this open, and that is your shipwreck that you are looking for on the first part when you're doing it. So when you repair the communication tower for the first time, this is the piece that you're looking for on this particular ship. Okay, there is another one, so don't get them confused. So this is shipwreck number 1. This is where you would get it. You'll discover, obviously it will tell you that you need shipwreck. When you repair it for the second time, it'll just tell you that you need a shipwreck again, and then you've got to try and fathom it out. But you'll find that there are two different types of shipwreck eventually. Okay, so that's where the first one is. So as a point of reference then, if you're going to come to get it, you can go direct to Shipwreck 2 from the island, but as I'm here, if I come to the top of the ship, face this piece here and use this as a guideline, as a straight rule. Okay, we're losing our daylight again, so let's see if right for you. There you go, as a rule, come forward a little bit so you can see a bit better. Okay, as a turn to face, there's Shipwreck 2. That's where we came from, the island. Notice that Shipwreck 2 is actually closer to the island than the first one. Okay, so from this point on this part of the ship, find these vents. Yeah, find these vents. Go on the ship, or whatever they're meant to be. So we're on the edge of the ship here, facing that way. As you can see, so it's on your right, and you're facing back towards Rocket Island. As you can see, the compass point now is 1 to 2 clicks to southwest. We follow that line, go a bit. There we go, and we follow that line. And as you can see, it's telling me about stuff that I can find, and there is various bits and pieces, debris, etc. that you can find and scan. So we'll just follow that line. Roughly that's the southeast line, clicks off towards west. Keep going, as you can see there is various fragments and so on floating about. We'll find other bits and pieces of the ship. Notice that there's all sorts of pieces floating about. Keep going. When we get there, I will show you a distinctive feature of this wrecked ship, so you know you're definitely at the correct one. It's failing again, it could be coming into the eclipse phase. There we go. As you know when we get night on this planet, we do have a darkened phase as well when we get eclipse. Right, here we go. This should be the ship that we're looking for. K8 on the back, whatever that means. If I come up a bit, you should just about see there in front of us a ball-like structure. That's what we're looking for. There you go, definitely the correct ship that we're looking for. It has this ball structure on there. Now from this ball structure, as you look at it, if I come back a bit, so you can see, when you're looking at the ball, this ball structure, let's come down a bit so we're more level with it. Back a bit so you can see it. Right. So when you're looking at this ball structure, what you need to be looking at, what you want to be able to look at is, as it look down, and you'll see this jagged bit as if the front end of the ship's been torn off, snapped off. Yeah, and you can see the ocean floor. So this is where you want to head down. This part of the ship. There's other entrances. There's all sorts of entrances to this one, because it being the larger one, there is plenty of places for you to go and explore in here. So when you get to about here, which is the bottom of the ship, where it's resting on the floor, come to the left. Down too fast, come up. That entrance there, right on the corner, is where you want to be going in. So we're going to go in there. switch back over to my torch so you can see. As we go in, now you need your laser cutter, like I said, so when you come into here, you'll be faced with a door. You need to cut through the door, like I have done. You go through this staircase. To your right, you need to go up the staircase. Top. So when you're on, then you come to this platform. Now you can see this engine that's sitting here. What we require is just on the other side of that engine. So what we need to do, you need to go down these stairs. Obviously there's another case there that you can open. And then what you need to do is go over these staircases. Luckily, it's not as dark as it used to be in previous versions. They've added these plants that emit a little bit of light, but they also give you air, they give you oxygen, so they help you. So when you get to here on the bottom of these stairs, you see another set of stairs, little steps, go up these steps. Okay, when you stop here, turn to your left, and there'll be a panel just here, which you can cut through your laser cutter, and that's the second piece of salvage. So as you can see, it says pick up salvage, but you'll notice that it has got a certain name. I'm going to my inventory. I've got one. It's known as the Purple Vents Salvage. That's what it's known as. The other one is called something totally different. It's just known as the normal Shipwreck Salvage, but this one's called Purple Vents Salvage. And that's inside Shipwreck number 2, which is the larger one out of the two. Okay, we're going to come back out. Don't get stuck. There is plenty of places to explore in this ship, so if you want to explore it, do come down here with additional stuff. Preferably some light sticks, extra couple of tanks of oxygen, food, water, sea truck if you wish. Make sure that your sea truck is placed somewhere where there is less chance of it being attacked while you're gone from it by these critters, because if they notice it, they will attack it and they will destroy it. Switch on the day again, it's getting dark, there you go. Go back to my glide, and I'll come back out. And that's basically the two Shipwreck salvages. Okay, so there you go. So that's that there, you got and Rocket Island. So if you go back up to the top, so, and point to Shipwreck Island. You'll notice on the compass there is, it's one click away from northwest, and then you head out and go back to Rocket Island from there. So if you're going to go straight to here from Rocket Island from the platform, you'll be facing slightly off southeast. Top. As you can see, we're coming up to a bit there. Just come round. Just follow it round. Just obviously the shallows of Rocket Island. So just follow it round. To your platform. water. There we go. Take that off. So from here on the beach, like I started last time, I went to Shipwreck 1. Shipwreck 2 is just down there. So as you can see, it's a couple of clicks off southeast, but obviously you have the shelf and the side of the island, so just follow it round and it'll bring you round to Shipwreck 2. Okay, so that's that one, and obviously up there is something that they're working on. It hasn't been implemented into the game fully yet. It's gonna, by the looks of it, from where I went exploring, it's gonna be a huge structure, an absolute massive structure. So it's gonna be a massive wow factor in the game, I think. So, but that's for another day and a new discussion. Again, something for you to perhaps put a comment on. Tell me what you think it might end up being. So let's go back to base. Go back to base. It's nice and safe. You need to obviously save on regular basis. I didn't do any saves myself this time. You're probably thinking I was a bit daft. On purpose, didn't do any saves because, like I said, I was using some cheats to help me do this without getting harassed or hindered by anything. And if I'd put on the cheats and something had gone wrong and the game had glitched and I had to go back into it, I would have put myself right smack bang in the middle of danger, and before I could probably get out of it and get by any necessary tools that I need to aid me, chances are I would have probably got killed or eaten by that time. So that's why I did it. So I didn't do any saves for that purpose. But obviously when you're playing, try and keep up with the saves, because you need to save quite frequently, because the amount of things you do find a lot of stuff, and before you know it, you get carried away. You've scanned this, you've scanned that, you've picked up this, and you've done various other bits. There are some glitches in the game. One of my glitches is my moon pool. I don't know if anyone else has experienced the same thing. It will not allow me to use the ladder. So when I go to the ladders to get out of the moon pool,
welcome aboard, Captain.
Again, that's what happens when I try again. I get stuck inside the scenery, and then I've got to try and get out. So I get stuck, go, just get out. It does exactly the same with the other ladder. Exactly the same. So I can't get out my moon pool. There we go, and I'm stuck in the scenery again. So I just can't get out my moon pool using a ladder. I can get in the moon pool if we go in there with a vehicle, with the prawn suit or the sea truck. And I can get out, and I can get into my moon pool that way, that's no problem. But other than that, I can't get in there any other way. Or go through a hatch, of course. Okay. And that's basically it. So and there's my moon pool. I can get inside my moon pool. And I can do everything that I want in the moon pool. I just can't use the ladders. I can climb down the ladders to get into the water, but I can't get out. Which is strange. I don't understand why. If anyone's got any views on why that's doing it, it could just be a normal glitch in the game and other people are experiencing it as well. The other glitch I had was my prawn suit was actually stuck at some point, and it took me quite a while to get it unstuck so I could use it. I couldn't even move with it, it wouldn't run, it acted as if it was on dry land for the thruster, but none of the legs worked, and the arms were the opposite way around. So when I was trying to use the left arm, the right arm would move, and vice versa. But I've overcome that problem. So I've worked it out that I've moved my moon pool. I've moved my moon pool from the other side of the base, which was nearer to the ice glacier. So if there was icebergs, etc., to this side where there's no ice. I think what it is like the coding in the game for your proximity, for where your items are and where you are, is slightly off. It needs to be looked at, I think. So it thinks I'm nearer to the ice than what I really was. So I was snagging on the ice or sitting on the ice. So eventually I managed to drag it away using the sea truck docking with the docking module, and dragged it over to this side. I built a new moon pool to test to see if I can get into the moon pools. I couldn't even get into the moon pool at all with any vehicle on the other side. And I think it was all to do with the fact that it was too close to volumes of ice, all the little icebergs and little bits of ice that were over there. So I moved it further out into open water, and getting in and out of the moon pool with vehicles now works perfectly well, and my prawn suit also works perfectly well, and everything seems to be okay. But I have to be careful when I'm getting near any landmass or anything or any structure like that, because if I'm not careful, I snag on it and then I'm stuck. So throughout this game, what I've been doing is either been using just the sea truck, and the way I see it, if I can't use the prawn suit properly because there's a few glitches, it's pointless having all of the sea truck, different parts of the sea truck. So at the moment, I've been the sea truck's all connected all together at the moment, sitting outside, and all I've got on there is obviously the front part, which is the sea truck itself, the fabricator module, and then the docking module on there, just those two modules. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of the docking module with the prawn suit and leave the prawn suit to one side, because the prawn suit don't seem to be helping me in any way, because if I'm not careful it snags somewhere and then I'm stuck, and then that means I've got to get out of the prawn suit, go and get the sea truck and the docking module to go and dock on the prawn suit, and then drag the prawn suit out and somewhere where I can use it again. So and that sucks. That really does suck, having to keep doing that. So I'm not going to bother with the prawn suit, put it to one side, and just use the truck, maybe with the fabricator module and the sleeping module. And the reason I said for the sleeping module is because they've now given us a jukebox. There is a jukebox, don't forget, they implemented it in a slightly earlier version, and the jukebox is in here, and you get a jukebox in the sleeping quarters. In the sleeping module for the sea truck, there is a built-in jukebox, which is fantastic, which means you can listen to some tunes while you're motoring along in your sea truck under the ocean, which is pretty cool, I think. And there is a way of adding your own music in there, and I'll do that as a tutorial on another edition. I'll show you how you can do that and how you can take full advantage of the jukebox in the game. And there you have it. So basically that's where Rocket Island is. Obviously you build it's a bit of a giveaway why. Obviously you go up there, you repair that communications array up there to allow you to build a sample rocket, which then is built on a platform near there to allow you to send up some samples, bio samples of what gets requested. Now in the earlier version, if you've played it, you might already aware, you repair it to get your rocket up, and of course if you have Alan in your head, if he's downloaded himself to your cerebral cortex, into your mind, Sam in the old version, when she was up in the Vespa, detects that there is something not right with you, and she needs a bio sample from you to test to see if you are okay and healthy. And you send her up a bio sample using this rocket. And then the second time round, when you go through the storyline, when you need to go back to that island, you need to build another rocket. But before you can build another rocket, you need to repair that antenna array again. Hence where the second salvage comes in. But this has not happened in this newer version. Alan is in my head. I have got him downloaded, hence why you're seeing the hazing, the purple haze, the green haze, and everything else. But Sam has not asked for the biosample. The rocket's built. Obviously, it built the array the first time round, and that's as far as it's got. Obviously, Margaret comes down with her prawn suit, just like in previous version. Tells you not to follow her. I have found her. I've done whatever I need to do there. I've done all of that, and that's as far as it goes so far. So, obviously, like I said, early access. What's that saying there? I've got data downloads. So obviously, this is where I found something not too long ago on Terra Base control room test. So obviously, to do with the test, like they're doing. So they're obviously still testing bits. And if I go into messages, there we go. So this is all the different messages that I've had. It tells us about Margaret and what Al thinks about her. I had a message which was completely blank, so that could be something to come yet. And obviously we've got all of these bits and pieces in here. This is when I went into Margaret. She's telling me to catch my breath and so on. Obviously the and everything else that you need, the code to get into her base, and various other bits and pieces. So as you can see, I have various bits. Now that one there, I don't know what happened. I don't know if there's actually an error in the game for that to do that, or if there's something that I found and I wasn't supposed to find it yet. Don't know. So it could be anything. But anyway, this is how far I've got so far, and I thought I'd make this video to help people get to this point if they've already been playing the previous version, because as you may have found out now, if you've got this version or a later version, a newer version to what you had, you'll find that you're being told you can't use your previous saved games. You've got to start all over again, and that's exactly what's happened here. I've had to start all over again, and this is hence why I've been using some of the cheats, so I can get back up to speed to where I was, as you might say, and then carry on to see what's new. So it's totally up to you. At the end of the day, it's your game. When you're playing it, you play it how you want. You can use this as a reference to help you. You can use the cheats. You can look up the cheats if you wish. If anyone wants to know how to find the cheats, again, drop me a comment. I will send you a link to which site I use the cheats from, which work really well. And thank you for watching in that case. So like I said, I will be revealing the scripts that you need for the 2 salvages, so you can just obtain them by using item. I don't know if anyone has tried obtaining light sticks through item, typed in light sticks and discovered that they don't exist, even though you can make them, etc. And the correct script that you need to obtain the light sticks is LED light. So just to prove that factor, so you can see what I'm talking about, if I go into my inventory, you'll see I have some light sticks already. I have 4 light sticks in there. So I have 4 light sticks. So if I go into the command console for the cheats and type in item, and I won't put in light sticks, I will put in LED light. This will give you the light sticks and how many I want. Say for example 2. Hit enter. As you can see, 2 have fallen down. As I've obtained them, go into my inventory again, and you will see I have 2 more light sticks added to my inventory. So you will need the scripts that I'm going to reveal to obtain the actual salvage like this. So you got it. So you don't need to go down to go to the actual ships and obtain them. If you just want to cut a corner and get up to speed, well, feel free to go and get them the normal way. Totally up to you. Right, so I'll come out of that and I will stop the video here on this particular thing, and added on, pasted onto the back of this video, you will find a document that I made, which is just an ordinary text document which I've typed up what it needs to, what you need, and the scripts will be in there, so you'll be able to pause the video at that point, and you'll be able to copy down what it is, or even take a screenshot of what you see and bring it up whenever you need it. Or you can then copy the information however way you want from there. Thank you for watching. Once again, I'm Grim Reaper, and please don't forget to click like if you like the video, drop me a comment, anything that you want to discuss or ask about. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to be updated with anything more about these sort of things and any more videos that I'm going to produce. And don't forget to turn on the notification. Click on that bell, turn on that notification, so you can get notified as soon as I have posted a new video and new content, if you wish to follow what I'm doing. Thank you very much, and stay safe.